Hey everyone, Jez here. Great to see you last Sunday. Really enjoyed being back. Those of you who were there will know that I shared a brief update about some vision and some goals that we've set ourselves for the year ahead, which I thought that, as well as putting it in type, I'd do a quick video for those of you who prefer to watch it this way. Well, last March, many of you will know that we decided to press pause on Life Cafe. Life Cafe was a community outreach gathering center cafe thing that we'd been doing for several years, and we felt in ourselves that the time for doing that was drawing to a close, or at least to pause and reflect and consider what the next step for us as a church was. And part of the reason that was motivating that was we were recognizing the growing number of under 18s that were gathering with us. We were sensing within us a desire to help serve the emerging generation, many of whom are struggling with crises of mental health and family dysfunction and technological overwhelm more than ever before. On top of that, we had a desire to want to equip and develop and nurture, mentor the next generation of leaders. And so we spent time praying about what to do. At the same time that we were doing that, some of you will know that Waves, the local charity that supported families for many years in Seaford, that charity came to a close. And we as a church wanted to do what we could to step up and to continue to step in to ensure that outreach, effective outreach and support work among families continues to take place. And so we decided to do a few things. One is we wanted to recognize and validate and encourage and continue to resource the amazing gift of the person who is Jane Witts to us as a church. She's remarkable, and we're so grateful for all that she does as a deacon, one of the leaders in the church. And so we wanted to continue to support her in the work that she does voluntarily at the moment among families in the town, now that Waves is closed. The other thing that we wanted to do was to develop our under 18s work. And I've got really on my heart a desire to equip and mentor a next generation of leaders, those aged 18 to 25. And so in consultation with the trustees, as a team of leaders, that's the elders and some of the deacons in the church, we decided to put out an advert for a couple of interns to join our staff team. Now, we're doing this in faith, believing that, in the words of Hudson Taylor, God's work done in God's way never lacks God's resource. We decided to take a step of faith beyond our budget, believing that God will meet the gap somehow for us as a church. And so we put out an advert for 2 part-time interns that we're going to pay £7,500 for the year. We'll pay their training fees for a theological course to send them on, and we'll do what we can as a church to equip and encourage them. And I'm thrilled to say that we had some applicants for that. And so, starting in a few weeks' time, Elisa, I'm going to get her name wrong all year, I'm so sorry. Elisa Oakes is going to be interning with us, as is a young man called Michael Blackford, who's moving from France to be with us as a church. There'll be 2 young people. They're going to be developing an after-school drop-in club for youth as they walk home from school. They're going to be continuing to support our under 18s work. They're going to be serving the church wherever they can and seeking God for any other initiatives that might come to mind. So that's one thing that we're doing to help reach the goals that we've set ourselves. And secondly, yes, we've stepped up and stepped in and decided to employ Jane Witts for a day a week, continuing to do a lot of the family outreach support work that she does, and I'm super excited that she's going to be joining our team. So that means that this September, as in now, our staff team is going to increase by 3 people as we continue to try to step out in faith to do what we can to disciple the people of Seaford and share the good news with them. So that's great. That's something that we're doing as a church, that you're doing. We're in this together. So please do encourage, equip, support, show hospitality to, love, encourage Jane, Michael, Elisa throughout the year. Now, I know on top of this, many of you will be aware about my own health situation. I am going to be going for a back operation in a couple of weeks' time. Jane herself has just had an operation as well, so she's out of action for a few weeks. So it's a bit of a yay, we're excited, but okay, how are we going to do this? God's going to meet our lack and what we're needing in this time. So that's a few things that are going on for us as a church. Thrilled to be on this journey with you. Thank you for all that you're doing. Let's keep praying. Let's keep believing that God's going to provide for all that we need. And I shall see you all soon. God bless.